Thank you very much, everyone. Good morning, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to the 7th Annual OPITO Safety and Competence Conference. On behalf of OPITO, I would just like to thank you for joining us at our first event in our new home in Kuala Lumpur. And it's very encouraging that so many of you have been able to attend. And as in previous years, I look forward to your enthusiastic participation in what is going to be an informative and stimulating day. And it's an important day because our industry, has been hinted at, is under threat on two fronts, commercial and social. You know all about market pressures from personal experience, so I won't go into them at the moment. But the second threat involves our social license to operate, and this is being challenged as we speak, as world leaders gather at the UN's COP22 meeting on climate change in Marrakesh. And at the International Association of Oil and Gas Producers, where I wear another hat as Executive Director, we're working very hard to promote the case for oil and gas in the face of considerable global opposition from many NGOs, from some politicians, from parts of the media, and let's face it, from a wide cross-section of the public. Many fail to recognise that oil and gas will be needed for decades to come to meet growing global energy demand along the growth in renewables. And with that sort of challenge to our future viability, the last thing our industry needs is any doubt over our ability to operate safely. Major incidents, first and foremost, are tragic events in terms of lives lost, injuries incurred, and damage to the environment. But they also reinforce doubts about our industry and so can jeopardize our future, which is why the work of OPITO is vital. Which brings me to today's agenda. Now, with Rico, he's on moderating. We'll hear from some very talented and inspirational speakers. They will talk about how factors such as the economy, psychology, and technology play an important part in shaping our approach to safety and competence. Their experience from different fields and walks of life will give us ideas of how best to ensure that the workforce is fit for the future. These sessions will also trigger innovative approaches to the ways we train people to go to work and get home safely. You'll also hear from our own OPITO team, and they'll describe how this organisation is driving change, how we have listened to what industry tells us it needs, and how we work together to develop forward-looking initiatives and solutions that we're now delivering. Now, remarkably, this is our 7th OSCC. It just seems like yesterday we had the first one in the Middle East. And this gathering remains the sole and only global annual event focused solely on safety and competence. It's growing popularity every year. Our move to KL after 6 very successful years in the Middle East is indicative of the conference's global appeal and is also a result of direct feedbacks from you, the delegates. And I'm proud to say that we have over 450 delegates here today. Now, looking around, I'm pleased to see some very familiar faces, including many who are joining us for the 7th year in a row. We appreciate your loyal support. It's also gratifying to welcome those of you who are attending for the first time from so many different countries. And another measure of success is the growth of the number of exhibitors and sponsors. Once again, we have been overwhelmed by industry support. And this shows us the importance placed on safety and competency and the desire to be involved in shaping the industry for the future. Now, as today's sponsors are mentioned in the programme, I'd like to take a moment to thank them. In particular, our official event partner, Petronas. Now, OPITO has a strong relationship with Petronas. You heard a bit about it just now, which has been invaluable in making OSCC's move to Malaysia such a success. Thank you very much. I also like to thank Shell, which is once again our gold sponsor for the conference. And we're also very grateful for Shell's ongoing support for OPITO across the globe. And gratitude also goes to our other sponsors, and let me mention them again. Consolidated Training Systems Incorporated, CEFTEC Group, the Technical Petroleum Training Institute, Wild Geese, Atlas Knowledge Group, McDermott, and Competency Plus Limited. And I urge you to visit their stands during the break. Now, the range of our sponsors says a lot about the international nature of our industry, which is only right since OPITO is a truly global organisation. Now, we're industry funded with the aim of making a real impact on our people's safety. And nothing is more important to us than a safe, competent workforce. People capable of working all over the world, people thoroughly trained to the highest standards, people fully competent to do their jobs. OPITO exists to set the standards, ensure that our industry is fit to meet today's challenges and tomorrow's. Now, my challenge now, and I'm glad to say it isn't a particularly tough one, is to encourage you to participate fully in the conference sessions, in the exhibition and in the networking. Now, to do that, you really should stay for the full day. This will give you the opportunity to hear and get involved in this afternoon's discussion on preparing the workforce for a changed future. I'm assured it features distinguished panelists. The fact that I'm one of them has got absolutely nothing to do with it. Of course, nothing to do with my recommendation. So stay, listen, participate, and network, and take something positive you can apply within your own organisation. So that's for me for now. And it's time to hand back over to Rico. And as a leading international journalist, he's an expert in leading lively discussions. Thank you very much.